It's the new year.
Yay.
We did it. We made it all the way here. We're in a whole new century,
A new year at
new
least.
millennium.
Wow, you're living in the future, dude.
It's a new decade. I am looking ahead to the horizon, to the deep, deep future where we're in 2018 and everything's cool.
Yes.
How's your 2018 been so far? We're only 4 days in.
4 days into the 2018. It's been good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Have you
not
been
bad.
keeping up with your resolutions?
I don't make resolutions. Resolutions are for communists and losers.
Resolutions imply that I need to change. And I'm fucking perfect.
Yeah, dude.
I'm the apex of humanity.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's healthier than I am right at this very moment.
Clearly.
Clearly. Absolutely. No ifs, ands, or buts. So
Yeah, you sure?
it's 2018.
Mm-hmm.
We've officially entered into a whole new spectrum of time where we're in the last chunk of the decade. Did you celebrate 2017 ending and 2018 ripping out of the dead corpse of 2017?
Like, are you asking, did I do anything on New Year's Eve?
Yes.
Is that your long way of asking that?
Yes.
No.
I'm after that Pulitzer.
No, I didn't actually. I stayed home like a giant loser.
That's not, dude, I am so jealous. I got dragged out to a party. It was nice. It was enjoyable. It was tasteful and classy. But all I wanted to do was stay home.
Oh, yeah?
Just nap in my PJs. That would have been my perfect. In bed by 11:30. That's all I wanted to do. But, you know.
No, I mean, I stayed up and everything, but I just didn't do anything.
You just sat.
I played Doom.
Oh, nice. The new one?
Yeah, Doom 2016.
Ugh.
I picked that up on Christmas Day, and I just been playing that for a couple days. I finished it 2 days ago,
Okay.
but yeah, I just played that all New Year's Eve.
That's a good way to celebrate.
Had a couple beers,
Yeah.
and about 10 minutes to midnight, I rolled myself up a nice little joint,
This little J.
and stepped outside on my deck, waited for the countdown, and then I just sparked that up on New Year's, like on the stroke of midnight.
Starting the year high.
Yes, sir.
High and blazed.
Blazing.
Yeah.
Stay blazing.
That's a good 20Blazeteen.
Yeah, buddy. You know it.
Keep buddy. Man, we're on it.
Just
So
on it tonight.
as you can tell, we're coming into the new year hot. We're coming in spicy. We're coming in good. So let's get into what we're going to talk about, because this show is called Dish Gods, and we talk about things, I think.
Yeah, we dish
At least we did last year.
We dish on anything and everything.
It's been a year since we recorded.
Has it?
Yeah, it's been a whole year.
Wow.
A whole year has come and a whole year has come and gone. That's Green Day, right? They did that song. Summer has come and passed.
Oh, wake me up when
Can
September ends.
Never last. Wake me up when 2017 ends.
Garbage.
Thank you.
It's trash.
I sang his song. That makes me equally talented. So, yeah, this show is called Dish Gods. We talk about things, everything and anything. I am Max,
And I am Little Bear.
and we're going to talk about some stuff. We've got some stuff on our plate. It's a new year. We're going to keep it chill, keep it light. So, the first thing I want to open up with is somebody we've talked about before, somebody we have a long-standing beef with. We're not the only ones. We're a droplet in an ocean of people who have a beef against this fucking guy.
I think I know who you're going to talk about.
Do you want to take a guess?
Is it Logan Paul?
It is Mr. Paul Logan.
Mr. Cunt Face of the Month.
The asshole who already ruined the year. He didn't ruin the year, but he just, everybody was saying that, oh, it's 2018, let's get a good start. And this guy had to just go ahead and put his fucking shit mark on the internet already. So if you don't know, Logan Paul's a vlogger on YouTube. And we recently talked about him because he did a sexually assaultive remix of the Flowbot song Handlebars. Check out our episode Flowbot Apocalypse to hear us talk about that. He recently took a visit to Japan.
Yep.
Beautiful country, beautiful fucking state of Japan. He was doing his shitty thing, and he went to I don't know how to say the name of the forest. Do you?
I think it's just the Suicide Forest.
Yeah, they have
I'm
Japanese name.
Yeah, I'm not
but I'd
sure of like the real
pronunciation
name of it, but it's known as the Suicide Forest,
where people, sadly go to kill themselves in Japan. It's like renowned. So Mr. Paul and his associates are going through the forest, and they come upon a dead body and immediately are guffawing and filming the body and freaking out and just being general jackasses about the whole thing.
The thing is, he acts so surprised when he finds one, but anyone that has an internet presence like he does, and anyone worth their 2 cents, would have known where you're going, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm taking a trip to Japan, and hey, I'm going to, and it looked like he was carrying a tent and the sleeping bag.
Oh shit, was he?
Dude, the box that he was carrying in the video, it looked like a box for a tent.
I just saw stills. I didn't.
It looked like they were gonna go camping out there in the Suicide Forest, and it's like, okay, if you're planning a trip to Japan, and one of your adventures there is to camp in the Suicide Forest, you would probably want to read up on the area that you're going to visit, right?
Of course.
I don't just go to Mount Rainier and say, hey, I'm going to hike around in a totally unknown area to me, and just hope that I don't run into something that I'm unaware of, right? You do a little research.
Yeah.
So for him to be like, I wasn't aware that I would stumble across a body, is kind of a cop out.
Oh, absolutely. And just his whole reaction was pretty fucked up. I'm kind of pissed about YouTube and their response to the whole thing.
Which was almost nothing.
Somebody described it as tepid, which I really liked. I thought that was a good word.
Yeah, that really is.
Where, they were like, after a couple articles came out, YouTube just was like, yeah, we put a strike against him, and if he gets 2 more, his channel might get deleted. But it's like, look, we know that this guy gets upwards of like 50,000 subscribers a day, I want to say.
That's gross.
That's gross. And I mean, obviously most of them are tweens, but still, that's a lot of fucking people. That's a lot of money for YouTube.
Yeah.
So I doubt they're going to be like axe this guy from their site. So it's just kind of bullshit that, and then people were uploading like mirrors of his video, and their videos were getting taken down. Logan Paul's got over 500,000 views before he himself took it down. YouTube did not take down his original video.
You know why everyone else's got taken down though, right? Is because it's considered copyrighted content, which is trash.
Trash, bullshit.
Yeah, it's total trash.
Yeah, it's just irritating. So and then he came out, issued the shittiest apology video I've ever seen. He claimed he was trying to like raise awareness for mental health or some shit, which like, how is laughing at a dead person doing any of that?
Yeah.
And so he cried mental awareness, and then he did a surprising adult thing, which was he said that he's going to take a break.
Yeah, he said he's stepping away from YouTube for. I don't think he gave like a period of time.
He said see you soon, which is ominous.
Yeah,
it's scary. Don't come back.
Yeah, when I read, actually it was just before I came here. I was sitting in my car, and I read the article about him. He said, "See you soon."
Yeah,
and all I could think was just, "Bye, bitch!" Like, don't let the internet door hit you on the ass on the way out, dude. Like,
yeah, for real.
Just leave.
Good riddance.
Don't come back.
It's crazy how many people like him, and I mean, yeah, like I said, most of them are tweens and people who don't know any better.
Mm-hmm.
Still crazy. Still boggles my mind. That's some idiocracy shit.
Yeah, it really is, dude. God damn, I'm gonna sound like the old, curmudgeon-y old man or whatever, but it's just like, god damn it, dude. Like some of the things I see with even not even like younger generations, people in my generation that are trying to be like young or hip still, it's like, dude, you're a grown adult now. You're not 17, 18 anymore. It's like, act your age.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you don't have to be like a button up pompous, douche, but you don't have to act all wild and out anymore.
Be an adult. Be like a normal societal fucking person.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's respect. Speaking of people who aren't in our generation, Jeff Sessions.
This dude
is killing it.
Yeah.
He's making a stamp on America. Hates weed.
Yeah. What a loser.
Yeah, Jeff Sessions says weed is as bad for you as heroin.
Man.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
Weed is so bad, and he wants to get rid of it.
Mm-hmm.
Colorado actually came like on their Twitter. They were like, "You're not. You can take my weed when you pry it from my cold, dead, extremely interesting to look at hands." Yeah, like fuck you. Just I don't get it. I don't know what's up with all the old pissy white dudes that feel the need to ruin all the fun shit. They're taking away the internet, taking away the weed. What's next?
Alcohol.
Prohibition.
Yeah. Again.
Yeah, again.
We saw how well that worked out.
Yeah, really. We should open a speakeasy.
Yeah.
If this all goes down, let's open up
a weed easy.
Weed easy. Sounds like
it'd be kind of hard to hide though, because the smell would just permeate everywhere.
We could do a weed easy, G easy themed speakeasy.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
Are you a fan of G Easy?
I have no idea who that is, but
he's like a rapper, I think, or like a hip hopper.
Okay.
I don't know. Girls love him though, so if we just say like G Easy's there, they'll come.
Yeah, and that dude, that's you already got the formula for success.
Yep.
Weed, G-Eazy, and ladies.
So we'll call it the G-Eazy's Weed Easy Speakeasy.
I like it.
Easy to say.
It rolls right off the tongue.
Easy to type. Easy to read in Braille. That's the important thing. So it's good to have a plan for when this shit goes down. Like everybody has an apocalypse plan.
Mm-hmm.
So we just have the prohibition plan.
Yeah, so we got the weedocalypse going down.
And the internet apocalypse.
Yeah, dude.
When's
it's
that?
Just end times, man.
End times.
I always gave so kind of a offshoot here. Growing up, my mom, she was kind of she still is religious, but she would always tell me, she's like, "Little Bear, it's end times. It's the end times, little bear. This and that." And I'm like, oh God, like, God damn it, Mom. Like, just like, I don't want to hear this, I was like kind of forced to go to church when I was younger and was like not into it. But our friend Ricky,
oh yeah,
we come from the same cultural background. So, and it was kind of refreshing to hear. Me and him were talking on the side, and he was like, Little Bear, I was talking to my mom the other day, and she just kept telling me, "Ricky, it's end times, Ricky. It's end time." And I was like, what? Yeah. Do you have my mom as your mom right now? Like, what the hell is going on? So, but now, coming back full circle, I don't think the Bible was predicting the literal end of the world, but they were predicting the end of all these things, or like the attempted end to all these things
that make up my world. My world.
Exactly.
And like a lot of
all the
millennial
fun stuff that people, want and enjoy. These like you said, these angry old people are just not having it, and they want to take it away. But you know what the thing is, though, is that these people that want to take away all the things that we have are enjoying the very thing that they took away.
You think Jeff Sessions is like smoking a doober?
I don't think he's doing that, but you know good and goddamn well that this guy is probably popping like Percocets or some type of pharmaceutical whatever, like it's candy. He's popping those things like mini muffins, dude. Just
Yeah, but that's different because blacks don't do that.
oh, whoa, hey.
Hey, I'm black, so it's okay.
Okay.
I can say that. I'm just like, I'm...
Well, at least you didn't say the blacks.
Yeah, it's worse if you drop the in there.
Yeah.
As long as you just say blacks, it's like, it's cool. It's kosher,
Whatever you say.
I'm just trying to, get in his mindset. I mean, yeah, because you're right. Like, they drink... It's like fucking an episode of Mad Men over there.
It really
having,
is.
like, scotch in the middle of the day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised I can fucking walk. And, yeah, it's just... I do think that it's sort of a... What was it? Karl Marx said, religion is the opiate of the masses.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like they're taking away the things that are opiates. It's like if you want to control the population and like really subvert everything, like give us the internet, give us weed. Like how badly are we going to fight back if we're stoned and watching Vines all the time?
Right.
Like are you
oh
kidding me?
man, all I want to do is just smoke a blunt and watch Netflix.
Yeah, like oh shit, there's a new season of Sons of Anarchy. I wish, rip. Like, all right, I guess I'm doing that. Fuck the revolution. I'll see you guys in a couple days, maybe.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. It's just irritating to me that we've come pretty far in like the marijuana legislation, and we made such positive steps, and then there are still people who just didn't get the fucking memo and who are just not only like stopping it, like there's still a lot of states where marijuana is not legal, but that there are people who are actually trying to like repeal that shit now, get rid of it.
A lot of it though to me is that even though there is like fact-based evidence presented in front of them saying that, and it's not to say that there aren't negative effects, because it's like that with almost anything in life. There's a balance, people. It's like,
Moderation.
Yeah, of course, if you smoke every day in large quantities, yeah, you might get a little slow, but especially if you're a teen, if you're a teen listening to our show and you're smoking heavily every day,
Go home.
Don't be surprised if you end up a little daisy or like, like kind of, but if you stop, give it like a month, your head clears out, but that's not to say that possible permanent damage could have happened. Excuse me. But, that point aside though, it's still safer than heroin
Cigarettes.
or even cigarettes. But the thing is the tar still does accumulate in your lungs, and that's the thing is like everyone's like, oh well, it is safer than this. It's like, yeah, okay, but you're still, I mean, like, I smoke out of my pipe, give it like a month, and you look at the resin that is accumulated inside your pipe, it's like, dude, I don't have a filter, so a majority of that resin that didn't get trapped in my pipe is now trapped in my lungs.
You said something interesting that I want to circle back to.
Okay.
Do you really think teens listen to our show? Because if they do, I think that makes us cool.
Yeah, I mean, that would be great if they did.
If we're cool, if you're a teen and you listen to our show, hit us up. You're probably on Twitter if you're a teen.
Yeah,
right?
I would think so.
There's like a whole Twitter for that, Twitter teens.
What? Like Twitter teen Disney?
It's like Club Penguin. Like Club Penguin got shut down and got turned into teen Twitter.
No, didn't Club Penguin? You said something else about Club Penguin.
I
think was what was I playing? I was playing a game, and you're like, no, that's like Club Penguin for adults. That's like a violent Club Penguin.
I think Destiny. I think you were talking about Destiny.
Oh, that's right. It was the okay.
You were just describing the gameplay to me, and I was like, oh, it's just Club Penguin with a gun.
That's what it was.
It's Club Penguin with fewer guns.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
okay.
Yeah. I hope teens listen to our show. That would really validate my existence. So on the topic of cigarettes, this will be our last thing before we go on our break. I want to talk, you brought this to my attention, the Philip Morris situation. Do you want to drop a little light on
Morris,
that?
the tobacco conglomerate, They made a statement earlier today, the 4th of January, 2018, stating that they are going to, quote, try to quit cigarettes, end quote. And this is happening in the UK, not in the United States, because, you know, we as Americans, we love to smoke, we love to drink, and we love guns.
Love to toke.
Exactly. But in the UK, they're saying that Philip Morris is going to start phasing out the sale of cigarettes in lieu of offering like smokeless alternatives. So
like bananas,
heated tobacco, e-cigarettes, vape,
chew.
Well, no, they still sell chew, but I mean, you know, smoking alternatives, e-cigarettes, heated tobacco, that kind of thing. But the World Health Organization came back. They kind of clapped back at them, and they gave them some heat because they were claiming that the e-cigarette would be a safer option, you know, and this and that. And they're saying that you've misled the public for the past, 60, 80 years, saying that light tobacco was safer and it was, you know, whatever, it's healthy, doctors recommend it, this and that. So now the World Health Organization's saying, we're not buying it anymore, guys, you know.
So would you say that Philip Morris has been blowing smoke up our asses?
Oh, but
yeah, I find that funny, and it's interesting to me because do you think that that's a trend that's going to be happening?
Dude, it already has been happening. I think Marlboro has their own line of e-cigarettes.
But do you think that they're going to phase out tobacco?
Absolutely not. There are people that, you know, it's not really the right way to use the word, but purist.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's
analog.
There are some people that just it's not really like the, you know, because when they talk about addiction, you know, it's like, oh, you're addicted to the nicotine, but then when you quit the cigarette, now now you're not addicted to the nicotine, now you're addicted to the habit of smoking. So when it comes to that, it's like the ritual of taking the cigarette out of the pack and, you know, putting it to your lips and lighting and the drag,
chewing on it, eating the filter.
Right.
Yeah.
You got to get all that nice resiny tobacco that gets caught in the filter.
Laying underneath your car in the rain, just inhaling all the fumes.
Yeah, let the oil pan kind of drip under your tongue.
So you really get that sting, that peppery, minty sting from the oil.
Mixed with the menthol because you're too lazy to brush your teeth.
What?
Oh, never mind.
Brush my what now?
Your teeth.
Why would you brush your hair?
You comb your teeth?
Do you think I have hair on my teeth? Why would I brush my teeth?
Well, okay. Whatever floats your boat, man.
So I feel like definitely not in like the next 10 years. But do you think in like, I'm trying to think. I would say that like our generation could be the last generation that might smoke normal tobacco cigarettes.
I don't agree with that.
I mean, well, just do you think that I'm trying to think when all the old fucks are going to die out? Let's see, like 80 years. Do you think in 80 years there might no longer be like analog cigarettes?
No.
You think they'll still be around?
I definitely still think, they would still be around for sure.
I'm going to bet you a tenner.
You got it.
Right now, in 80 years, in 2098.
Right, you better adjust for inflation, though. So in 2098, $10, you better have like 50.
Yeah, I mean, $50 will be like 10. So I'll have it. So I'll bet you 10. Right now, it's recorded. It will be on the internet forever. in 80 years, January 4th, 2098, if analog cigarettes are still for sale, I will give you $10.
Deal.
All right. Let's go time travel and take a break.
Sounds good.
All right. Hey, Little Bear.
Yes?
I got a joke for you.
Let's hear it.
How come you never see elephants hiding in trees?
Why?
Do you want to guess?
Because they're too big?
No.
Why?
Do you think it might have something to do with their trunk?
Because they're too stumpy?
Because they're really good at it.
What? Are you high right now? Did you sneak away during this break and do a Jeff session?
I had a Jeff Sessions. Why do you never see an elephant hiding in a tree?
Because they're really good at
Because
it.
they're really good at it.
Oh, Jesus. God damn, that went over my head.
Just like the elephants hiding in the trees. Speaking of things in trees,
Speaking of the elephant in the room.
I heard about iguanas in Florida are falling out of trees because it's so cold.
Oh, like they're just freezing and falling
guess.
down?
I mean, I saw it like in passing. I didn't really click on the story, but holy shit, that's a nightmare.
Yeah. Dude, it's actually colder in, I think it was like Philly or Boston right now than it is in northern Alaska.
Well, I mean, that makes sense because it's all hot over there. It's melting.
Yeah.
The ice caps are melting because it's so hot.
Global warming.
Yeah,
Duh.
it's hot over there. It's cold in the rest of the world.
Yeah.
The sun, watch, in our summer, it's their winter.
We're on the same side.
No, of the earth.
Yeah.
It's like because the sun, there's a whole thing. I had this piece of paper on my wall, and it shows you like the strength of the light of the sun, like how intense the sun is hitting the earth.
Mm-hmm.
So when it's strongest on our side, it's weakest on the other side.
What side are you talking about?
The earth.
Earth.
Yeah.
Earth.
So like we're here. Here's Alaska. It's a pole, right? It's the top of the planet. We're over here on the side. So it's different sides. There's 4 sides to the planet. So it's like one side is hot, one side's cold.
Max's cube Earth theory.
Cube Earth, yeah. No, it's not. It's a sphere, but spheres have like the Earth is not a perfect sphere.
Yeah, everyone knows that.
So-
Except flat earthers.
Yeah, but they don't count. They're not real people. They're not real citizens. They're like androids. They don't count. They're so the Earth is. I imagine, for me, a sphere is basically is a square, essentially.
Yeah, close enough.
But it's like a square. If you ever see like the circle inside of a square,
Yes.
it's basically a square with the corners cut off and rounded out.
Okay.
So I mean, to me, there are sides to a sphere.
Yeah, I guess there could be.
I mean, I feel like there are 4.
If you put it that way, like if you want to break it up into like quadrants, then yes.
Yes.
Then
So in
it
our
would.
when it's hot in our quadrant, it's cold in another quadrant. Like how,
but
when it's,
it doesn't work that way because Alaska and Washington are in the same quadrant.
I'm not talking about our side. I'm talking about like humanity's side.
Oh, that's deep, dude. You really did do a Jeff Sessions when we were gone.
Because the penguins live in Alaska.
Right.
It's just penguins.
No polar bears. They're on the other side.
In the North Pole.
South Pole.
North. Alaska is in the east.
Wow, you are all fucked up.
Everybody who's known me for more than 5 minutes knows I'm geographically challenged. I had to give a couple friends rides home today, and I got so lost. Even though I was in town, I had to like go a weird way, and I was just like, I don't know where I am. I know what that is, but I don't know where I am. So,
You never just look at the sun and be like, oh, that's east, that's west.
okay, how does knowing what direction I'm going in help me?
Because you can look at the street sign and be like, oh, I'm on this east. I need to
But-
be over there.
But the Earth is so big, everything's so expansive. Knowing
Yeah,
that,
but do you ever see it curve? Do you ever drive around the curve of the
Yes,
earth?
I do. Well, there's a lot of curvy roads in Washington.
Yeah.
That's the first thing I noticed when I moved here. And so it's knowing that my apartment might be to the west or the east or whatever the fuck. That doesn't help me because if I'm 5 miles out, literally everything's to the east of me. Technically, everything is in every direction at once if you go far enough.
That's way too deep. And you're overthinking. You're way overthinking it.
Okay, like let's say your house is to the north, right? No, sun rises in the east.
Sets in the west.
Sets in the west. So, because my backyard overlooks the sunset.
Mm-hmm.
So, my backyard faces west.
I'm on the northwest side of
You're
town.
on the northwest side. So, let's say I have to go north to reach your house, right?
Mm-hmm.
But technically, if I went far enough south, I would eventually loop back to your house.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? So technically, your house is to the north, but it's also to the south.
No. It's always to the north.
No, because if I went...
The only way it would go south is if you were already far enough north to where you would have to travel south.
But if I was like, I want to take a 2-month-long journey to get to your house, I would go south.
Yes, you would.
So, yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying, though. Is like, technically, any direction is right.
I guess, dude.
Who are those people with Sacagawea?
Lewis and Clark.
Lewis and Clark. They don't know shit, dude. They're all talking about...
dude, everyone knew that.
Yeah, but they're all talking about, like, oh, we got to go here. It's like, just go.
Dude, they thought a river divided the United States and Canada.
Yeah, doesn't it? It's the border.
Yeah. Everyone knows about the Rio Grande, the northern Rio Grande.
It's El Dorado.
It's the Canadian river that runs from the Pacific to the Atlantic.
I think so.
Yeah.
Does it? It cuts through the whole thing?
The whole thing, dude. Wow. It's a major shipping route.
I'd have to drive over a river when I went to Canada.
They have bridges.
I didn't go over a bridge.
Well, dude, you missed out.
I missed.
It's like the most majestic thing. You're like, we have the Columbia to the south of us, and then the El Dorado to the north.
I do want to go see Niagara Falls, though.
Yes.
Have you ever seen it?
I have not.
It's just like, it's so far.
Yeah. My brother went there. He moved to Boston, not too long ago. And he took a road trip up there, and he sent me some videos and, pictures and stuff.
Yeah.
It actually looked really, really nice. But unfortunately, the pictures didn't do it justice.
No, they never do.
They never do. Because I was like, dude, that's it? He's like, no, man, it's so beautiful here. You got to see it. He sent me some pictures, and I was just like, we got better waterfalls here in Washington, man.
Well, speaking of taking road trips, I am not going to be driving to Oregon anytime soon.
Oregon?
Oregon. Yes, that's right. Well, okay, look, they're called Oregonians, right?
Oregonians?
Oregonians. Like origami, Oregonians.
Origami.
Origami, Oregon.
Except one's with an A and one's with an O.
Origami, Oregan.
Oregon. Those are what's inside your body, Max.
I'm full of Oregons.
Full of Oregonians.
Oregons. That's what Bob Marley got shot in. My Oregons. Dark. So, in case nobody knew, I didn't know, but apparently it was like policy that you couldn't pump your own gas in Oregon.
That was law for a long time.
And I've never been. I think I drove. No, I didn't drive through it. But it's weird because I have like friends who've been there and like are from there, and nobody in my entire life has ever been like, yeah, you can't pump your own gas in Oregon, which is like, that feels noteworthy to me, especially like when you go anywhere else and most places are self-serve.
Yeah.
Like I've been to millions of gas stations all over the United States, and the only time I've had an attendant pump my gas was in Canada. That's it. And so, it was like a huge thing for me. I was so uncomfortable the whole time. So for me, it's like in Oregon, now they're allowed to pump their own gas.
Yeah. So what it is, they're doing this bill to, like you said, allow drivers to pump their own gas, but it's only in limited rural areas.
Okay.
So it's not like I don't know if it's going to be like a massive statewide thing just yet. I think it's going to be like a test run type of thing, to where they'll, they'll roll this bill out in smaller areas and see how it does. And these Organians are failing horribly. It's like they've never seen a gas pump before, or they never watched the attendant pump their gas.
Or just seen
It's like, do they think that these people, these lowly gas pump attendants, are so beneath them that they don't need to watch what they do?
Yeah.
It's like, dude, it's not that hard.
But it's also like, I don't know. I'm not trying to hate on. I mean, you said it's in more rural areas anyway, but I'm not trying to like judge anybody or hate on anybody's lifestyle. But it's like you've literally never ever like watched TV or gone any place where you've seen somebody pump gas in your entire life, and you're like, oh, that's what I do. I saw somebody. I'm sure you've seen the pictures that are going out online. My favorite one so far is this woman. She's standing away from her car. The pump is not inside of the car. It's just pointed towards the car, and she's shooting gas from the pump a good like 2 feet, trying to get it into the hole.
Jesus.
For her tank. That's
Dude,
my favorite one so far.
I think my favorite one is the guy popped his hood and took the oil cap off his engine and was trying to fill gasoline into there. So, and it's like part of me kind of hopes that they're just like spoof, just like funny, haha, like the whole Bill's like dumb type of picture. But a part of me at the same time is like, those are definitely not fake.
Yeah.
Like this is someone that like happened to see this go down and snapped a picture really quick and walked away, and it's just like, good luck with that, buddy. Like you're going to start your car and it might just explode.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. For me, it's like in our town, we recently had like a bill that you would get charged like 5 cents for a grocery bag if you went shopping.
Paper bags.
So a lot of people started bringing reusable bags and stuff into grocery stores. And I mean, a couple like shitty people freaked out, you know what I mean? But a lot of people like didn't give a shit. They either brought their own bags or they were willing to pay the extra 5 cents. Like it wasn't really that big of a deal. And for me, it's just like, how difficult is pumping gas?
It's not.
Did I miss the memo that like it's apparently like a skill?
Did you ever go to those, or did you ever see the gas stations where they actually will separate them, where you can pull in, and like the left side will be for like self-serve, and the side closest to like the station house would be for attended gas.
Possibly.
So I thought those were pretty cool, because there's some places, like I grew up in Hawaii, and there are some places that are like that. Some places are completely self-serve, and other places are like Oregon, where it's you don't get out of your car. Someone will come up and do everything for you. They'll check your fucking air pressure in your tires, check your oil, do all that kind of stuff. It's like a full service station. But I thought it was really cool when they did that divide. So it's like, if I want, I'll pump my own gas. I'll go in, grab an energy drink and a Snickers or something, come out and do my own business. But if I'm feeling extra lazy, or if it's like really crappy weather, you can just sit in your car and have some guy in a poncho come out.
Yeah. That
Pump
like
your gas.
I don't love pumping my own gas, but I
love the smell of pumping gas.
I love
dude.
doing my own shit. I love, self checkout at the grocery store.
Dude, that's such a racket. It's such a racket,
but
dude.
Honestly, if I can buy my shame meals without having to look somebody in the eyes,
I will look you in the eye. I will stare you as the entire time you're ringing me up, and they're like, I can't believe you're eating this. And I'm like, I'm going to eat the whole thing, bitch.
God, I know. I need to practice that. I'm working on being assertive. In 2018, that's my resolution, is to be more assertive and just shove my shit in everybody's business.
You should.
And just be like, yeah, I'm going to go and eat these fudge cookies, you bitch. I was at the store the other day. I think it was New Year's. My girlfriend and I, we were like, let's just go home and chill. Let's get some junk food. And we grabbed these like fudge marshmallow cookies from the store. I haven't had something like that in a while. And holy shit, best thing I've bought all year. like easily just like I've got a really bad sweet tooth. Like it's a problem. But that shit took the fucking cake, pun intended. Like, so if you're on the market for something, just find any like fudge marshmallow thing.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Right. Yeah. So I don't know. I like doing shit myself. I like pumping my own gas. I like being able to just like do it to my liking, do it at my own pace.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's rushing you. You know, I don't know. I remember though too, apparently it's like dangerous to pump your own gas.
Yeah, if you're an idiot.
Well, like I remember I was talking to my mom on the phone once, and she lives down in Phoenix, and she's like, hold on, I'm going to call you back. I got to go pump gas. And I was like, why do you have to get off the phone? Because she's like, oh, it's dangerous because the static energy from your phone could ignite the gasoline. I'm like, you're not touching the gas, Mom. You don't need to worry about it.
See, it's something like that happening is so few and far between. It's because like it happened once. So now everyone puts like warning signs, or like, hey, this might happen because it is a possibility.
It's a liability.
With like older phones though, and that's the thing. It was with older like flip phones or like early Nokia phones where like they weren't shielded properly and things like that. But with like the new smartphones and things that we have now, like if static was an issue, we wouldn't have touch screens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they just wouldn't work. And another thing is, if you're constantly getting in and out of your car when you're pumping gas, or if you get out of your car and you go to pump gas, the first thing you want to do anyway, which you should, if you want to be if you're worried about static, touch the roof of your car.
Yeah.
And then touch the pump.
Well, in Arizona, that's not really a possibility.
Yeah, it's not really feasible.
Because the roof of your car is
or
literally a million
touch
degrees.
a key ring or something. Just touch anything, literally anything metal around you, and you're fine. And if you want to talk on your phone while you're pumping gas, lean against your car.
Yeah.
That's it.
For me, it's like how much static energy are you building?
Really? I mean,
like,
it's like,
but it's like,
are you literally wearing wool socks on wool shoes and just walking around and just scuffling around everywhere?
Like, and I'm not even like putting my mom on blast here because I Googled it.
Oh, she's on blast.
I Googled it after our conversation, and it's like a huge like thing. Like there's like Facebook groups about this shit. People are like terrified.
Oh, yeah.
Of like getting exploded when they do gas because they're like, oh, I touched my cell phone and now I'm pumping gas. Oh, I don't die. It's like, come on, motherfucker. Like, you're fine. You're touching the pump. The pump is plastic. Like, what's conducting the electricity here?
Well, it has a rubber coating, but that whole thing is a solid piece of metal.
Yeah. But still, it's like, you're telling me that if I go and I'm swiping on Tinder and I get out of my car, I'm swiping and driving, and
Safe.
I get out of my car to pump gas, I'll have built up so much static energy in my hands that I will then get out of my car, put my card in the machine, go through the whole transaction, go to pump gas, and ignite the entire thing.
So... God damn. No.
Yeah.
And honestly, you would probably build up more static from just sitting in your driver's seat than you would using your phone.
Yeah. So we debunked it. That's what we're here to do. I say we call it.
Yep. Let's break.
All right. Thank you so much for listening to our show. This has been Dish Gods. I'm Max.
And I am Little Bear.
You can find our show on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, wherever podcasts are sold. Also find us on YouTube at our website, dishgodscast.com, which should be up and running by the time this episode drops. We just realized we've had some technical difficulties, but we are working on it. Hit us up on Twitter at dishgods, Instagram at Mikosan_Shiba.
And hit me up personally, DG_Little Bear on Twitter.
And hit me up on Twitter personally at MaxBrownComp. Yeah, I got my own Twitter too. So, yeah, let's see who can get more followers.
I'm winning.
Oh, yeah? All right, we'll find out. So, thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you guys next time. Fuck you, Logan Paul.
Keep it sleazy.